For the teams in the projects which we think have a lot of promise, we're going to put them through an accelerator program and make them part of our life in Singapore.
Coastal Clear, Remedy SG, Report lah, Well, Just Be.
Species of different types of animals.
Coil is tackling biodiversity conservation. Making informed decisions about conservation requires good data, and getting that is actually one of the biggest problems in the industry right now. We have a bioacoustics classification platform, and this allows us to process audio data quickly and get an idea of what are the species that were detected in an area.
Earlier, we did a mini experiment where we deployed an autonomous audio recorder at one of the forested areas at the nature park. We tested how it worked, and to show the team how it functions, we extracted the data and we uploaded it into the platform that Team CoL created to look at some of the data and recordings the unit managed to obtain. This platform has the potential to help our work, being able to identify the calls, being able to filter out segments of the recordings that are not so relevant for our work is already a big step to reducing our workload by half or even more. We can spend more time deploying the recorders and our analysis to get the results.
Why we felt Hackathon was the best place to go is because Hackathons itself is a very iterative and very fast process, and the scalability of Hackathon is its strongest point. You can help develop tools for these people to try to improve their workflow, improve their life, improve the scale in which you can help monitor.
2 months ago, I wouldn't have expected that after joining the hackathon, and then like 8 weeks later, I'll be walking around in dairy farm.
Yeah, true.
So I think it's quite exciting to see how far our team has come, and then we're quite excited to see how much more we can go.
We are at Mandai now at Shenzhen HQ. We'll be collecting vegetable waste today, specifically cabbage.
And the auntie will be showing us how she sorts the vegetable waste in their processing line. Yep.
这个还是可以环保的，顾客是蛮挑剔的。第一层我们不有，外表上就不美了。
Suspect is trying to solve the food waste issue. We collect the vegetable waste, fish waste, and other waste as well, and process them into fish feed for food fish or ornamental fishes. So right now, all the food waste are being sent to Semalka Island. And at the current rate, right, by 2035, right, Semalka Island will have no more space to fill up even after incineration into ashes.
它的肉呢本身都会有一些坏掉的地方，不能够用的地方，不可以用的东西我们就全部把它揪出来。所以必须就是从那一边，我们通常一天基本上都会700到1吨的雨水。我们通常找那些环保的人来收这种雨水，收了之后他会拿去烧掉哦。我们大概7、8吨可能要花1000多块。
This one, this one is all the fish waste. If you zoom in out, there's like a lot of containers of it. So basically, they trim it and trim all the fish waste, right? Then they pack it and then store over here. My hands are freezing, man.
Let me show you our warehouse, a very small space. We just got this last month and shifted everything in. This is a dehydrator. We also got an oven. Then over there you can see some fishes that we just try out to use some of our feed produce. So the ingredients that we earlier brought in, including the vegetables and okara, fish trimmings is over here. After collecting like large amounts, you actually dehydrate them, and this is sort of what they become. We grind them up afterwards. Currently the grinder is spoiled, so this is what it looks like. After grinding the vegetables up. Yeah. Okay, so here we got some of the fishes in the office in the warehouse. This is after many times of trial and testing. Look at them. This one very hungry.
So HealthServe is a healthcare charity founded in 2006, and we are dedicated to serving the needs of our low-wage migrant workers. We run a GP clinic that provides highly subsidized medical care for the workers who fall through the cracks in the healthcare system. Cost inflation is something that we grapple with every day. So having Remedy SG come along to help us with redistributed medication really is timely and helps to mitigate our cost of operations.
Three years ago, I left my job and joined a boot camp for 3 months. I'm the sole engineer for Remedy SG, and in 3 months, we managed to launch our product. It's always very easy to complain, but what do you do about it, right? Maybe as a nurse, I like to always do good to begin with, and on the outside of work level, I definitely want to be the good in the world. Even my small contribution, if it can help another person, why not?
So Remedy SG as a platform, the aim is to match donated medications with recipients.
So we are here to onboard the staff here to use our platform, show them what we have on board for them, how to go through each and every step of it.
Okay, and then when you have finished adding the things that you want, you just press submit order, and then it goes into an approval site that says that your order is pending confirmation. Yeah, just like that. Yeah.
So Report La wants to become the next Singapore River story, where previously it was widely accepted that, hey, the Singapore River is just very dirty, really smelly, and it was just a part of our history. Something like that right now, in our context, would be our public toilets, and I think that's something that we want to change. Feedbacking on toilet issues is really difficult. So if I see that there's no more toilet paper, but there's nowhere for me to tell someone about it, so that the next person who comes in won't have the same experience. And that's the main idea that Report La was based off, where we give you an easy way to feedback. So we wanted to catch the attention of the toilet goers because there are a lot of places with tablets, but then sometimes you don't notice where they are or you don't bother to click. So there wasn't a PowerPoint here, and we had to call the electrician to set up the PowerPoint for us. And then after that, we continued building the trunking and connect to the tablet. Yeah.
Our cleaning team is actually tasked to clean the toilets every 2 hours. And there is also routine checks by our floor managers that the toilets are well kept and clean. This Report La application will help us to get informed information on how our toilets are performing, where the key areas that we are lacking in, as well as how our toilets are being kept clean. We hope that this will actually allow the patrons to give us useful feedback to keep the toilet clean at all times.
Try and get people to take care of their immediate surroundings. We organize cleanups primarily in urban locations, but also at beach locations as well. Every single time I have participants joining my cleanups, be it beach or urban, a switch goes off in their brain, and that switch is, I didn't know there was this much, every single time. And that switch is like half of my win. That's what we want people to realize, is actually Singapore has a problem with waste, be it on the beach or in our streets.
Before we reach the beach, there's all of this.
Before we took part in the hackathon, individually all of us did take part in beach cleanups separately.
So we're trying to tackle the issue of coastal waste around Singapore's coastlines. So we know by NEA data that in 2021 there was about 4 million kg of trash that was collected across Singapore's coastlines, and this is just 10 beaches and not all the locations. So Coastal Clear, we want to help people to plan more efficient and effective beach cleanups, and that's what we want to do.
I found it quite easy. I think in especially like 4 clicks I could book, or just by opening up the web app I can look at a map and at a glance I see visually which beaches are clean or which beaches are not clean. I'm hopeful that makes things easier for us moving forward.
We do not have a monopoly of good ideas, so being able to reach out to a far wider group of stakeholders, getting everyone involved is a very important part of acknowledging this reality. Thank you for contributing to this very important effort. I hope that your journey doesn't stop here. I'm confident that there will be many other partners interested to take your ideas further with you.